What should we do when we find out that a student in our class has HIV/AIDS?
Embrace him or her. Embrace them. The last thing you want to do about someone who has HIV is to push them out on their own. Getting HIV is the first reaction is a psychological thing. It affects the person. Because it's got no cure, the person becomes inverted, just looks at herself or himself, becomes very lonely. And one way of fighting HIV is to start by being accepted. The community, the family has to accept. And the best, you've heard people say, oh, those with HIV should be sent to Mokangai. We still got the Mokangai syndrome in our minds. That's the worst thing you want to do. We used to send people to Mokangai because we were a leper colony.
How can we students carry out awareness on HIV/AIDS when people look down on us as teenagers?
Well, the thing is, as I said, people have got to change their attitude, right? No, there was once the attitude of children should be seen and not heard, right? That's gone by the board. Children should be seen and must be heard these days. Because when that happens, what you say that happens, it's the adults or your parents, they don't know half the detail of information that you do. And that's when they avoid talking about it. Because they know you'll show them up. And that's happened in a lot of families. You people here, you have access to internet, Google, you read from encyclopedias, you know all the details about this thing at the top. And you must be listened to. We can't go on about keeping youth to one side. That's over. Gone by. But people's attitudes are hard to change. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. You've got to be listened to. That must be the approach these days. Otherwise, the biggest number of people in Fiji are in the youth group. Biggest numbers. And if we don't listen to that group, there's a big portion of our population we're not listening to. And we must listen to them.
What are some of the symptoms of AIDS?
I'll answer this question this way. First of all, if you, yes, you, the one with folding your hands looking down now, huh? If you look at me and I look at you, right, which I'm doing now and which you're doing now, right, I would know that you got the HIV virus and you would know if I had the HIV virus, right? So you don't know whether someone has HIV, has the virus. That's the danger about this disease. That's the danger. You can have the virus for 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and it doesn't surface. It's there, latent. Remember I talked about during my what's that? Latent to active. It's there.
How can I, as a teenager, can help one who is having AIDS?
You can help by understanding them. As I said to an earlier question, take them in as part of the family, as part of the community. That's the thing. You understand what AIDS is, and you tell them that they're not excluded from any activity, because their rights are covered in the HIV/AIDS decree. The HIV/AIDS decree is very pronounced on the rights of individuals who have HIV and AIDS. Their rights are not diminished in one way or other. Their rights and your rights and my rights are the same.